Susan.
And I'm Kirsten. And this is our podcast, IMO.
And this podcast we're going to talk about, I can't talk during our podcast. That's exclusively talking.
No more talking.
I know. We're going to pick a topic every week. We're going to do this every 2 weeks, so every 2 weeks, I guess. And we're just going to talk about it, discuss it.
Discuss some things.
Yeah. So, we thought maybe this one we could introduce ourselves. So
talk about some of our favorite things.
Yeah.
All right. Well, my name's Kirsten, like I said. I actually live in Milwaukee, Oregon, and which is kind of cool because, it's a smaller town. It's right outside of Portland, but we have Dark Horse Comics here. The Dark Horse main company is located in Milwaukee, which is really cool for me because I really enjoy comic books, really enjoy gaming. I'm going to Rose City Comic Con, which we'll talk about later. Or not Rose City, Emerald City. I went to Rose City last year.
I was going to say, you already went to that.
I did, but I'm going to Emerald City this weekend. But yeah, we can talk about that in a little bit. But I'll say I have 4 cats, 4 beautiful babies. Because I'm a fucking cat lady. They're all right.
They're cute.
I mean, I don't feel like I'm too extra interesting. I just think that the minutia of our lives can be interesting. So, that's kind of, I wanted to do the podcast.
Yeah. Well, you cracked me up. I think you're hilarious. I think people will, once you start getting more comfortable.
One person.
Yeah.
That's already one person.
No, there's a lot of people who think you're funny. I'll read people your text messages and they can't stop laughing. So.
Yes, I am the funniest texter.
Yeah, you're funny. Okay, well, so you like games and cats? That's pretty much the gist, or? Mm-hmm. I think if I had to describe you in 3 words or less, it would be games, cats, and boobs.
I do have a lot of all 3 of those things.
It's true. It's fucked up because we're sisters, and she got all of the boob. And now no one's ever going to listen to me talk. No, I'm kidding.
I would trade you in a heartbeat. I hate it.
Yeah.
To do a whole episode at some point on how much back pain I have. Ugh.
But you're looking fucking hot while you're in pain, so.
Oh yeah, no, I look foina. What about you?
Well, my name's Susan. I have 1 skin baby named Elijah. He has no fur.
But call him a sin baby? I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, that's cool.
You have skin baby.
I think we're all sin babies and skin babies. His name's Elijah. He's super cute. He's actually really sick right now, which sucks.
I know.
I got Connor on it, watching him, taking care of him. He loves Connor.
Connor's our sound editor, by the way.
Yeah, and he is awesome. Yeah. And we do another podcast called Full Vibrato, which we're actually recording tonight. So 2 podcasts in one day. That's going to be fun.
Awesome.
Anyway, so I have a son. I love gaming too. I never really got into comics. I'm more into, I don't know, I like to read and like books. So I guess comics are reading, so that didn't make sense.
Comics are reading, but I mean, it is definitely a different beast. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I know you like to read too, but if I had to choose, I'd be like, I'll take a novel over a graphic novel,
So it's interesting, actually, if you want to transition really quick, I love reading. I love novels, but I'm a full-time student and I work full-time too. Mm-hmm. And so, graphic novels or, my monthly issues, my single issues come out, and it's nice to be able to kind of continue a story, and then it's, I can read it in 20 minutes, and I got my reading in for that week, and then I can just go read my textbooks, which ends up being what I read most of the time.
Yeah, I think that's hard. Sorry to interrupt, but I'm just gonna say I think that's hard with wanting to have time to read anything, graphic novel.
Yeah,
I mean, I being a single mother and working, I work
which is a full-time job.
Yeah, so I have my son and my job, and I just graduated from college, so I found I never have time to read anymore, and there's so many books I want to read.
Exactly.
I read so much when I was pregnant. I read book after book after book, and then as soon as I had them, I was like, oh, okay, no more books. Textbooks.
No more of that.
Yeah, and I barely even got a chance to really even read textbooks. So
yeah,
I see what you're saying now, that school and work is so difficult too. I mean, I tried it. Well, I was going to try to get my bachelor's degree, and I was like, I'm just
I
going to
think
focus
that
on my 5-year-old and working right now. And
you got a really good job right now, and I think that, once he's older and like my cat is doing right now, can clean himself.
yeah, exactly. True, true.
You can, you'll be able to like kind of focus more on climbing that corporate ladder, if you will.
Exactly. And I have a really good job. My degree is in information technology. What is your
Fancy.
degree that you're getting?
So
Everyone knows.
I'm going for my bachelor's in applied linguistics, and I'll be getting a minor in French. So,
Which is awesome.
bonjour.
I just watched this really awful movie called, oh God, what was it called?
I remember that one.
Yeah, I think it's called Ascent. Ascent? Maybe? I'm gonna Google
What's it
it.
about?
It has the girl from Enchanted in it.
It's not, is it, it's not Arrival, is it? The Arrival?
Arrival? Maybe.
Is it the one with the linguist as the main character?
Yes.
What? Everyone says that movie's great.
Oh my God. It was so... I appreciated what they were trying to do.
Was it boring?
It's
Was it
definitely
boring,
Arrival.
though?
No. Okay, so spoilers. BT dubs.
That's right.
Just so everyone knows, I'm going to talk about this awful movie that I don't know why you'd want to... I'm doing you a favor by spoiling it. So... I appreciate what they were trying to do. In the beginning of the movie, you think she has a kid that dies, and then she goes on to, her child dies of cancer when she's like in her teens, which is horrible. And she goes off to do this linguistics things, which made me think of you. And I'm like, oh, this is badass.
Literally all of my friends are like, have you seen this movie yet? You'd love it.
It's
but I haven't seen it yet. I really want to watch it, though.
All my friends sound like that, too.
Literally everyone I know sounds
You
like
should
that.
watch it, but, like, the movie... I think that it was trying... They didn't do it right. Like, it was such a cop-out reason that she knew what she knew, and you had to make there's a lot of speculation on what happened. Like, what did she say to this guy? What did she do here? I'm just like, no, I
gotta watch it, because and like I'm not completely done with my degree yet, but I'm not gonna brag, but I'm pretty good at what I do. So I really wanted to see how they did the linguistics there. You know what I mean? If it made sense in the plot.
That was probably the most interesting part of the movie, so I think you'll appreciate that. But other than that,
I want to watch it for, if nothing else, for that.
Yeah.
I think that it would be in my opinion, I think it'd be more. I think it would add some flavor to a lot of movies, if like, especially like space movies, if they had more like exolinguistics in there, or like I don't know if you know this, but Mass Effect Andromeda is coming out. May have to quit my job. Horizon Zero Dawn came out today, and I haven't played it yet. Again, I might have to quit my job, and Zelda Breath of the Wild's coming out in like 4 days, so I may not be in school anymore.
No one's gonna hear from you. Like, that's what I said when Fallout 4 came out. I was like, no one's gonna hear from me. No one's gonna know where I went. And I literally have not I have not gotten that far into it because I have a child.
You have time, man. I really want to play Horizon tonight. I don't know if I can download it still on my PS4 because I bought a digital copy, but
Yeah, no, I get that. It's funny because now I have a setup in my room of just I have a TV at night so he can watch shows, and then I have another TV, so then I can like turn away from him and play Fallout 4.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm like,
distract the boys so you can play games. No, exactly. That's what we do, man. That's what we do it.
Yeah, but anyway, this movie wasn't. I needed about Did I already say that? I needed so much more aliens. Like there was not enough alien. I love and want to see aliens. Give me the aliens now.
No, I'm right there with you. When I see sci-fi, I'm just like, give me some aliens. That's why I love Mass Effect so much. I'm just like, look at all these aliens. I just want to kind of bang all of them. It's fine.
Wow.
Don't worry about it.
To each his own.
Okay, let's be real, sissy. Mass Effect is a very well-written, wonderfully storied dating sim.
Nice. Okay. I've actually never played Mass Effect, so no, I haven't.
Oh, I think you'd love it, but at the same, you don't have to date anybody, but I mean, what's Mass Effect without romance and Garrus? It's no fun.
If it's in there, then you're gonna do it. Literally and figuratively.
Yes.
Yeah.
Plus Garrus is bae. I think I think Garrus is bae.
Oh, I know. That's like God of War. Like, I'm like, where are the bitches? Give me my fucking extra shit.
Where are the bitches
at? I'd fuck Kratos. I don't know. He's strong and manly.
It's a little too masculine for me. I like my boys a little, how do I put that?
Feminine?
I want to succumb to me? Feminine, I like feminine.
Oh, so you need you like a, okay, I'm not going to sit here and say I know anything about BDSM, but you want like a, what do they call it? You want the person who like does whatever you say and like.
No, I mean I don't want that. Like not. I remember I like literally broke up with a guy one time because every time I would be like, "Hey, what do you want to go eat?" He'd be like, "Whatever you want to go eat," and I was like, "Okay." And then like it's like, "Hey, what do you want to go do today?" "Oh, I mean whatever you want to do." I think that he thought he was just being nice and letting it, but I'm like, bitch, sometimes I don't want to fucking decide what to do. I don't want to run your fucking life. Figure out what you want to get done so I can do it.
That's funny, because I'm the opposite way. I'm like, be the man.
Oh, no. I just like...
Unless no, I want if I know what I want, then give me what I want. But if I don't know, you need to choose. That's how I feel. And that's why I'm single, because I'm really weird. So I
mean, it's hard for me, too, because, like, if I got to pick, my choice would be, let's go to our separate houses so I can play video games and you're not staring weirdly at this side of my head.
So you want someone who's not needy but also will submit to you. That's going to be a toughie.
That's the problem. They want me to spend every fucking waking minute I have with them.
Absolutely.
And I appreciate that, but I also have, like, I fucking work. I have fucking school. I have video games I want to play without them bitching that I'm on, like, games too much. Like, I just want to, I don't know. So I feel like I don't have time to deal with them.
See, I am so comfortable being single. I just want to find the exact right person. And my problem is if I see any sign at all, even if it's just in my head that they're not the exact right person, I'm like, okay, well, moving on. And then
no, I mean, and I think that happens, and I don't know if you care if you tell your age, but like I'm 29, I don't have time to teach you how to do the fucking dishes or pick up your dirty drawers or like figure your shit out, be an adult. Like I hate that. You know what I hate?
What?
Those tropes of like in movies, like the dude who's like, oh, I'm a bachelor. I don't know how to do dishes. I don't know how to like clean after myself. I'm a mess. Yeah. And then the woman comes and saves him and does his dinner and his dishes for him. I'm like, oh fuck, hell no.
Well, I hate that on either end. Like,
oh yeah, no. I mean, but in the movies, it's always that end. You know what I mean?
Well, no, because sometimes it's the woman who needs a man, and that's all she thinks about, and that's all she wants, and.
Totally. No. I understand what you're saying now. I was more talking about like the idea that a dude cannot take care of himself.
Exactly. And actually, I've found that in my experience, my boyfriends have always been more housekeepers than me.
Yeah. When it does a disservice to like these movies do a disservice to both people.
Exactly. My
dudes
ex-boyfriend
cannot fucking control themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I have to say, dude, my house was fucking clean 24/7.
Yeah.
But there was other issues, so I won't talk about them right now, but.
Like Eli, you're teaching him to be a good, clean boy. But also he's a dirty little boy 'cause he's a little boy.
And I'm naturally messy and I try not to be. I'm getting a lot better as I get older just because I can't handle the mess.
I remember when we were growing up.
Life was cray.
I always felt like every time I had to clean up or do chores, it was like a punishment.
Instead of something that you should just be doing.
You should be just, and I was reading, I can't remember if I was reading something or watching something recently, but they teach Japanese kids in schools, like at the end of the day, they all clean up together. And it's like they teach them like, this is just like how we do. Yeah. It's not a punishment. It's a thing they do together. It's like a community activity that teaches kids to like, not necessarily enjoy cleaning, but like it's just part of your daily routine, and it's not like a punishment being handed down. And I think that's a much cooler way to do it. I think that might be why, like, for me, if I see a dish, I'm just like, I don't want to do it.
Yeah. I think at the other end of the spectrum too. I think that I don't know about Japan or anything, but I know that we have a lot given to us here in America.
Yeah.
Like, my son has cartoons, he has video games, he has a computer, he has a phone. Oh, he doesn't have his own phone, he has my phone to play with.
It depends on where you are in Japan, too. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, kids in, like, middle Iowa, a lot of them don't have that.
Well, yeah, and that's what I'm saying, like, he has so many things he'd rather be doing that parents maybe
Yes.
get to a breaking point where it sounds like a punishment because they're like, I'm taking away all these things you'd rather do because you need to clean. And it becomes like this cycle where it's like, we've give our children so much that they're like, oh my God, I have to do something I don't want to do right now, you know?
Well, that's why I like that it was in school. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because then it's not like you don't have like your TV and stuff there, and it's, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the other kids are doing it too.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's
and
like a group activity.
Mm-hmm. And with E, I just tell him, clean up after yourself, you know?
Yeah.
Instead of clean up after everybody else, I have him like, you're going to throw your own garbage away. If you leave a cup out, where does it go? And he does. He'll put his cup in the sink. I mean, for the most part, he's 5, but, you know, he'll put his cup in the sink. And I'm not a perfect mom, and he does get messy, and he won't put stuff away, and I have to, like, tell him you're doing this.
There's no such thing as a perfect mom, though. I mean, as long as your kid's, like, alive and healthy and happy, you're doing a good job. You know,
well, I just don't want to sit here and be like, well, my son, and I'm doing this all right. I'm just saying, based on that.
Every one of those bitches can fuck off.
Yeah, but I'm just saying based on exactly what you were saying, like as a kid, I hated it. So now I'm just like, if he can just focus on himself, that's all I care about. I'm not going to have him clean up after me or do his own laundry. I saw this fucking meme on Facebook. It's like, if your child can operate a smartphone, it can operate any of these. And there was a washer and dryer. I'm like, he's not doing laundry. Are you fucking kidding me?
Dude, I can't operate those like new fancy ones. I can barely operate the old pieces of shit in my apartment complex.
Well, yeah, and it's like, no,
Christina,
if your kid can operate a smartphone, he cannot do laundry and mop. And I didn't do laundry as a kid, and I would never let my child do laundry at 5. It's not reasonable.
You know what I think? Like, it's important for kids to be able to play and have fun and enjoy their childhood, because adulthood's gonna crush them.
Absolutely.
So like one or two chores around the house to teach them how to do it. Because I think that's the big thing, is that it's never like, and this is actually not, it's not so much in our generation anymore. Like the parents now, like you, don't really do this. But I think it was the generation like right above us was like one of the last ones. Is that expectation that girls do the housework and boys just kind of run around and punch people.
But, you know.
I don't know.
We don't want to talk about that.
Eli's got a good mom.
That's a downer. Yeah, I think he does. And your cats have a good mom.
She's a huge bitch, but
cats have a great mom. I think, the birthing process went well. Yeah. I love
they clawed their way out.
Oh, God. You're all fucked up down there. There's just a crater.
It's just a mess.
Yeah.
It's just a crater.
There's still like cat fur in there.
Shreds. Oh, ew, oh.
You're welcome for
There's
that.
Just scars.
Visual.
It's one big scar.
Yeah. Anyway, so
I think that this is going to be hopefully a pretty fun podcast. Yeah, I don't know that, if you're looking to be informed, stay tuned. We might have some interesting things for you, but
interesting opinions.
I think mostly, it's going to be. I think that it's just going to, be our opinions and just something fun to listen to for a while.
So this has been IMO, our very first episode,
which is my opinion.
In my opinion,
hopefully it'll be a little bit longer. We just want to have a little intro episode.
Yeah, and then our next episodes, exactly, yeah. In our next episodes, we're going to actually pick a topic and go over it, so it won't be so personal about us. But we just want everyone to get to know us. So anyway, thank you for listening. All right. And we will send our new episode out in 2 weeks, and we're going to think of a good topic. We don't know it yet, but when we figured it out,
it might have to be some kind of gaming thing, because like I said, I'm going to be coming back from ECC.
Oh, yeah. Maybe we can talk about that.
Yeah, we'd love to hear from you.
Exactly. Give us a suggestion. I don't expect many right now because we just started and we'll probably have like 2 people listen to us. But if we don't, then...
And it'll be our mother and our cousin.
Exactly.
Maybe my best friend.
One will probably be me. No. Listening to it 4 times to see how much
I'm never listening to it. No.
I think that's the best way to go. Just don't listen to it. Just assume that it's amazing.
I know it's amazing. Because we're amazing.
It's true. All right, well,
all right. I love you, Sissy.
I love you too, Sissy. All right.
Aw.
Bye.
So sweet. Bye, everyone.